We're a couple of blocks off of famed Sunset Boulevard at historic Riviera Country Club in Pacific Palisades, California. With Frank Nobilo up here in the tower, I'm Rich Lerner, and Frank, Riviera is undoubtedly special. From the Hollywood vibe to the history that Hogan made here, there are a few places that can match Riviera.
It's just a straight-out great golf course. George Thomas, the great designer, did a phenomenal job here. It's hard to criticize a single hole on this golf course, and you referenced Hogan. This is one of the many places that is called Hogan's Alley. And yet the little quirk of fate at Riviera is neither Nicklaus or Woods ever won around here.
Go. Can't even change the camera angle? Okay, I'm one. I'm gonna move that. Okay. Well, how far does the 9-iron go? Nobody knows. Oh, it goes 141, okay. That's it.
All right, that's a good shot from there. Home and 2 on the par 5. Landed it on the green, wasn't able to get it to stop from that far away. Just on the fringe, and an outside chance of making an eagle here.
It's a par 5, wow. Sit.
5 feet now for birdie. Yes, nicely done. It's in for birdie, and it's into red figures now at 1 under par. You can see her at the par 4 fifth. There's a lot going on.
I think you only play like
one of the
4
most
holes.
interesting holes at Riviera, that canyon wall and out of bounds on the right. Then you have the trees down the left. But what really makes this hole distinctive is that grass mound cutting into the fairway just short of the green. Is starting up the right side. That is not where you want to be. That's up on the hill right of this 5th fairway. Down on the course, let's check in with Nota Begay III.
150 left to the hole, coming off a birdie at the previous hole, looking to go back-to-back.
That's not gonna go well. Sit. Oh, now you're gonna let me zoom in? That's a good shot.
Yeah, good concentration there. That's a distance where a putt could get away, but that, in for a par. You won't come across too many like this. Riviera's famed par 3-6 at 199 yards. Hard to focus on anything other than that distinctive bunker cut right into the middle of the green. Finding the proper level is imperative here because getting it wrong can create all kinds of unique problems.
Okay, there's the green. Not that that helps at all. Get up. No.
Now from the bunker.
Yeah, just a little splash out on this par 3.
Go in.
That is a good-looking pass out of the bunker right there. Got that to stop in a good place, leaving just a few feet for par. So following a great bunker shot, tap in for par, and the job well done. Again, here's a hole where you know instantly you're at Riviera. 583-yard 11th. It's the second par 5 on the course, but you look at those eucalyptus trees lining both sides of the fairway. That's Riviera. And then the grass barranca, which is a couple of hundred yards from the green. You have to factor that in on your second shot. Terrific hole.
Oh, I would have bounced more than that.
Oh, dear, that looks thick in there. I'll tell you what, all things considered, from the deep rough, I think you'll take that one.
Yes, exactly, Rich. The situation has dramatically improved from problem to all of a sudden possibility.
It's pretty good. Sit down.
That one is really long, Frank. He miscalculated there.
Well, there has to be something. I mean, from where he was, that's just an aberration. Seriously, that little green patch down the end there with a flag in it, that's where you're meant to go. Not like sailing over yonder.
Get in. Oh.
Nope, didn't see the break, and that slides by to the left. Okay, no problem with that.
I guess that's it.
Frank, you know what, I think about it. What is it we actually do? And
Someone shoot
it occurred
6
to me
under.
at one point. I sit around most of the afternoon and say things like, to go
Finished the regular season inside top 25. Thornberry finals. Inside top 30 that were in here. Yeah, sometimes you can. You play one round.
EA Sports and the Korn Ferry Tour bring you the best young talent in the world of golf. From Sheboygan, Wisconsin, it's live final round coverage of the season opening event, the Wisconsin Open. And this, one of the sterner tests a golfer's going to encounter, 18 holes to decide a championship. The A+ game has to be there to make this work as we look at the early leaderboard. We've got a tie at the top at 3 under par. Meanwhile, our featured golfer looking to cobble together a solid round here on this fine Sunday.
Uh-oh.
Ooh, and a tough start to the morning here. That one a bit wild and into some early trouble. Gonna take an extra club or two to get out of this mess as he sets for his second.
That's pretty good.
And a good iron shot, just not quite as close as what we'd all want to finish, but still.
Iona Stephen is at the first green. This for birdie.
And it's an inviting one, ever so slightly up the hill with just a hint of movement from left to right.
Yeah, he had a pretty good run at that, but it won't go down. Still pretty good from there. Safely in. It's a par here at first, and he'll stay at level par. Ready to tee off at this magnificent second hole. Frank, all I see are bunkers and water.
Well, that's pretty much what everybody else is going to see as well. Ideally, hit it down the left, though, and then you don't have a blind second shot. Even though you can be on the fairway on the right side, you won't see the green.
All right. Maybe get home in two. Uh-oh. Curve left.
From the fairway, Iona, this is second.
And it's a long and slender hole, very challenging, and being on the right-hand side makes it even more so. We're looking at a blind second shot, with that pot bunker just 35 yards short of the green, making it even more tough.
Well, just a good solid shot right there with that 3-wood, Frank.
It's an aggressive layup, really, trying to force that 3-wood down and get it as close as possible to the green. That's two good shots if you can't reach the par 5.
That's it. Curve.
Nah, that's going to wander off to the right and leave maybe 2-3 feet coming back. That finished off for par here with the second, and he'll stay at even par. Well, here we are at the 188-yard par 3 third, and we'll say this a lot. This is vintage Pete Dye. It's all about the visual intimidation. You start to look around, you become terrified because there's Lake Michigan on the left, deep bunkers and dunes on the left, so obviously you want to favor that right side of that enormous green.
Sit, sit, sit.
Oh, that's not going to be good. Now, from an awkward lie, a second to the par 3.
Curve in there. But
Nicely done. It is a par here at the third. And he'll stay right where he is. So off the par 3 third, now a beefy par 4, Frank.
And it's called Glory. Make 4 here, give yourself a...
On the 4th tee, it's a par 4, and it's a good one, Frank. 494 yards.
Very intimidating to the eye there. It sort of makes you hit it down the left side, but that's where you've got to be careful. Because if you hit it down the left, it's going to kick further left and cause a lot of problems.
Okay, that's going to be safely in the fairway, and that's where you need to play from if you're going to make a final round surge. Iona, a second coming up.
On the 4th here at Whistling Straits, it's challenging enough. You just have to find the fairway. That's what we've done here, so still a chance of making a par or better.
uh-oh, hooked it. Oh God.
That ball went straight down into the heavy rough.
Well, we see it across the board in these opening holes. Missing the green left. Oh, it puts you in all spots of bother. And that's what we've got here. Again, can't see the bottom of the flagstick.
Great. Should have just played the middle of the green.
Gonna have to give this a pretty good thump. Yeah, just able to pop that one out of there, but that will only make it onto the fringe.
Go in.
So that's a bogey,
A
and
bow.
now to 1 over par for the tournament. Here at Whistling Straits, and they call this hole Snake. Frank, how do you avoid getting bitten by it?
Well, if you go left, there's water. If you go right, there's water. This hole is anything other than straight, so it suits its name. Somehow find the fairway. Best way to play this is treat it as a 3-shotter.
And that, a good-looking shot there, well placed in the fairway. So in the fairway, but a pretty good number to carry here for a second to the par 5.
Go.
Well, those are the shots that turn what you'd like to be a leisurely stroll out on the golf course into a day of hard work.
Yeah, what could have been a tap-in is now going to be a grind.
Okay, that's a good putt. It is in to save par. And he'll stay at 1 over. Hole number 6, and another scenic view off the tee. It's a 409-yard par 4.
Yeah, the hole is well bunkered around the 300-yard mark. Ideally, you want to have that tee shot just short of that. Then it's not too hard a second shot.
Okay, that's going to be safely in the fairway, and that's where you need to play from if you're going to make a final round surge. So, Iona, this is second from the fairway.
Yes, 120 yards left to the flagstick. Pin on the right-hand side, so plenty of room to the left of it.
All right, here we go. Get up. Go.
Here we go.
Right there. Stick it. Oh, sit. Oh, sit. Oh, wow.
Might have been perhaps a little conservative, but right in the heart of the green.
He has a 12-footer here.
Nope.
That one just going to sneak
A
on
hard
by.
putt.
Yeah, that's well done. He's able to save his par. And he'll remain right where he is. What an interesting par 3 this is. The 7th is 221 yards. There is trouble to the right, and it is nicknamed Shipwreck.
I think those people that decide to go straight at the flag, then that's where they will pay a high price. There's nothing wrong with being a little left of the flag here.
They're on down. It's going to say left, I guess.
Solid shot, and sometimes solid throughout the round, will win the day. This one should cut pretty hard to his left. It's for birdie. Yeah, we've seen that putt get away from people, so that's not half bad there. That one finished off. It'll be a par here at 7. And he'll stay right where he is. Onward to the 506-yard par 4-8 with over 100 bunkers. The 8th testing every golfer's nerves. Imperative to favor the left side to avoid a severe drop-off to Lake Michigan, and dunes and bunkers on the right. Solid, a good drive in the fairway. Frank, when we stop staring at Lake Michigan in the background, what should we be focusing on this shot?
Well, somehow you've got to thread a long iron in between the bunkers on the left and the bunkers on the right onto a very, very narrow green.
Sit.
look here at birdie.
Just slightly down the hill, this one, but it's going to have a good amount of movement from right to left.
Get it, get it. Oh my gosh.
The pace was okay, but that needed to be started a bit further out to the right.
I started it way out the right.
Okay, that in for par here at the 8th. And he'll remain right where he is. Ready to round out the front 9 here at Whistling Straits with a 442-yard par 4.
This one plays a little bit downhill in the fairway and everything slopes towards the right. So you've got to be aware of that and just aim that tee shot a little further left than you'd think you would.
Sit.
That will be perfect into the left side of the fairway. From the fairway, Iona, this his second.
And it is a tough par 4 to finish this front 9. Being in this section of the fairway has opened up the green nicely, but beware of 7 Mile Creek that snakes its way down the right-hand side.
Good strike. Let it go. Let it go.
And this ball not going to stay on the green. It'll wind up on the fringe and a good distance from the hole as well. Yeah, that's a good putt. It's in for par here at the 9th. And that will make this a front 9 of 37, 1 over par. So we begin this backside with the par 4 10th. It's 391 yards. This one's all about positioning. You want to try to keep it down the left side of the fairway because there's that deep bunker on the right. That's a 240-yard carry. That's a pretty good poke.
No.
That might have been okay if it stayed in that thinner rough, but I think this popped into that deeper area.
Gotta go.
Okay, so good work there to get this back out into the short grass.
And really, this is not a bad spot to be, just a little short of the green. Certainly not out of the question to get away with a par. The strike was fine on the pitch shot. Ball first, then turf. Just wasn't really hit hard enough.
Hang on. That's going to leave about 3 feet. Okay, that one in for a bogey here at 10. And that's going to move him back to 2 over par. Well, Frank, the 11th here at Whistling Straits is a monster par 5. They call it sandbox, but it is not exactly child's play, is it?
No, I can't actually count the number of bunkers on this hole. Plus, it's a dog leg to the right. 645 yards. I don't care whichever way you cut it down. That's going to be 3 good shots. It forces you to hit driver off this tee.
Well, you can't walk out and drop it any better than that. That is a fine tee shot right there. Now a second from well over 300 yards. This will be about positioning. Frank, this is a huge par 5. How reachable is it?
Well, probably chances of getting home there, you're going to need something around the 340-yard mark off the tee. If you've done that, well, one thing to be aware of is that huge bunker, that huge deep bunker short left of this green.
Go.
Oh man, it looked good initially, but rolled off the green and back into the fairway. That stings.
Such a short chip shot. Now a long putt for par.
Oh, that'll bring a wry smile. A very good putt there to save his par. And he'll remain at 2 over par. Up next, it is the number 18 handicap hole, but don't be fooled. The 163-yard par 3-12 has the most challenging green at Whistling Straits.
Uh-oh.
He didn't like that one from the start, and this one's going to wander into the rough right of the green. 2 wayward shots. Now a third to the par 3. Didn't check, Frank.
Yeah, just not enough spin on that. Really, I mean, that almost like took that first bounce and just ricocheted forward.
Oh.
Well, that was for bogey, so now a knee knocker for double.
Shaky, shaky. Definitely not the leave you're looking for.
Okay, that'll mitigate things a little. It is still a double bogey, though, here at the par 3. And that's going to move him back to 4 over. Just amazing what man can do, right? Make the earth look like the moon, make Wisconsin look like Ireland. That's what this 402-yard par 4 13th is all about. They call it cliffhanger, and you can see why. That green is hanging over the cliffs above Lake Michigan. Good luck here. No problems there. That's going to wind up safely in the fairway. From the fairway, Iona, this is second.
He's got 115 yards to the front of the green. 130 is the number to the flag. Pin smack bang in the middle.
What else?
Go.
And that ball looked good in the air. You'd like it to be a little closer, but still inside 40 feet. Just going to have to be careful with the lag putting.
Get in. Oh.
Yeah, he had a pretty good run at that, but it won't go down. Still pretty good from there. Okay, safely in for par here at 13, and he'll remain at +4. Frank, any major championship gives you a good mix of holes. We've had some long ones, and now this one just under 400 yards.
But it will punish you if you're offline. There's trouble left and the mounds and the bunkers on the right. So ideally, it's a positional tee shot. Oh, I really like that tee shot. As for the second shot, it's about 90 yards.
93 yards is the number as he sets for his second.
Oh, shit. Oh, my God.
Inexcusable. Everybody goes to the range and they all want to hit 300-yard short shots. But those little chip shots are just as important.
No, I haven't seen it yet. How about you? Oh, that's off.
Good job of deadening it right by the hole, but he could not get it to go in. Safely in. It's a bogey here at 14. And he'll fall back now to 5 over par. Frank, lots of sand and beach in view here at the 15th.
Yeah, this starts a tremendous 4-hole run to the clubhouse. And this is going to require your best tee shot. Maybe a little fade off the tee would keep it away from those bunkers on the left and set up that second shot.
Par 4. Oh boy. No.
And that was flirting with disaster the whole way, and it's going to wind up hopping into the bunker. Nah, coming out of the bunker, just couldn't get enough club head on the ball and comes up well short.
Sit. Oh, boy.
Well, too bad, Frank. That one rolled right off the green.
It was just coming out so hot.
Curve.
Wow, even though that'll be a bogey, that is about as good as you can do right there.
That ball took a peek at the hole. Excellent shot.
Okay, a bogey here at the 15th. And that's going to drop him back down to 6 over. Getting set to take on the finishing holes here at Whistling Straits. How do you close this out on the right foot, Frank?
Well, this is the shortest of the 4 par 5s at 568 yards. There's a big crop of bunkers down the right side. Just a driver off those is certainly going to make this par 5 reachable.
So often we talk about needing precision off the tee, and this is how you do it. That is dead center.
It's a chip. Get in. Oh.
Not much left here for birdie. That a pure roll there. That is down for a birdie here at 16. And he will definitely not say no to that. Here we are at the 249-yard 17. What a hole. One of the most intimidating peak dive par 3 anywhere in the world. Most players will play it safe to the right side of the green because the left, it has that 20-foot drop down to the sand dunes and Lake Michigan beyond.
Sit. Sit. Hit the pin.
Oh, he flushed that one, and that just got up in the breeze and took off on him. Now some touch needed here for his second.
Sit.
Yeah, that's a good putt. It is in for par here at 17. And he's going to stay at +5.
All right.
Unquestionably, the best finishing holes in golf require your best shots. You want to win the championship, you need to deliver down the stretch. 520 yards, par 4 18th here at Whistling Straits. You can come in with a shorter iron if you take the aggressive line off the tee, but that's a 270-yard carry over the dunes and bunkers. If you want to play it safe, you go down the right side. That's going to leave you a longer shot in. You make 4 here, you will have earned it. You make 3, you will have likely won it all. That was a good effort. Not a perfect outcome, but Frank, hard to fault the player here because he had to take a full swing at that.
Yeah, actually hit it too good.
Sit.
Step this one off at 30 feet.
Go in. Oh.
Okay, a shake of the head as that one is finished off. And that's going to drop him down the leaderboard just a bit. So, Frank, our golfer just could not get things going here in this final round, and it winds up a disappointing finish.
And hopefully it's not a bad habit too, because as we know, they normally give out trophies on Sundays, so you do not want to get in a habit of playing poorly on Sunday.
What's up, Sean? What? Week 2, Corn Ferry Tour. Okay.
EA Sports and the Corn Ferry Tour bring you the best young talent in the world of golf. Today, from Mesquite, Nevada, it's live final round coverage of the Desert Championship. Well, this is the essence of golf distilled. 18 holes to decide our winner. Every decision is impactful. Every misstep, a potential tournament wrecker. As we look at the current leaderboard.
This course.
We've got a tie for the lead at 1 under par. Meanwhile, our featured golfer looking to cobble together a solid round here on this fine Sunday. And that'll do just fine. A good start to this final round, safely in the fairway at 1.
All right. Par 5, we can probably reach this in 2. Get up.
This par 5 green is well protected. That's 2 good shots, but that bunker's there for a reason. Now, with some nifty sand play, we're looking at 4.
Sit.
All right, not exactly what you're hoping for, but safely on the putting surface with birdie still in play. 15 feet away.
Yes, I played parts of it. I haven't finished them though. I have Spider-Man 2 as well. Get in. Oh! Hit a bird.
Yes, that's the way to start the day. It is a birdie here at the opening hole. Will certainly
Nice.
help the cause.
Tied for first.
445-yard par 4 second hole. No mistaking where we are. Smack in the middle of the Nevada desert.
Play Spider-Man Miles Morales, not Spider-Man 2. Did Spider-Man 2 come out for the PS4 or only the 5? I thought it only came out for the 5.
Gonna work this up that left-hand side.
Go. There we go.
that one going to be in great shape. So following the birdie at 1, a solid drive here at the second. Well, as a young professional, it is a process. You're contending, you're leading a tournament, then you're sleeping on a lead, and ultimately you hope winning that event. Note you've been there. What
put yourself into
Go
learning
hard.
how to
Go
be
hard.
in contention is an essential part of the professional game, but learning how to close these events out and put yourself in the winner's circle, well, that's the last piece to the puzzle.
Played too many of the Batman ones, but I think there was one was more exploring the city. Arkham. They did what, 3 or 4 of those? Maybe 3.
Yes, can't ask
It was
for a
Arkham
better
Knight.
start to a round than this. It is back-to-back birdies at 1 and 2, and he will definitely not say no to that. Onward to the first par 3 here at Wolf Creek, 227-yard third uphill, so it plays a lot longer than the yardage indicates. Better to be long here than short.
2 under after 2. You really have to hammer this one, but I don't know, you could maybe sit it here. I don't think I want to curve it, because when you do that, it goes low profile. Arkham City, wasn't that one? Arkham City.
And the uphill shot there, difficult to judge, and that will wind up short. Still work to do to get this
It only
on the
came out on the
green. This is second.
PS5. Arkham City, I think it was called. Go hard. Get up. And make par here.
Chip shots, you've got to be so precise. You see all the contours of the green. You know, just needed a few more feet out of that one.
Oh.
No.
Those are hard, those putts. Arkham Asylum. That was the first one, I think.
From the top of the leaderboard and wind up a shot back. This is a good hole here at Wolf Creek. The
It was Arkham Asylum, Arkham, maybe Knight, Arkham City. Arkham Knight maybe was the last one. It's a tough course. Go right, go right.
Now that was 50-50 off the tee. Rough, fairway. I guess it was more than 50-50. Fairway's fine.
Get up. Go right. Get right. Oh, God. Yeah, GTA 6 will be good. I just got GTA 5 for PS5. How about you? That's too far.
Well, obviously that's not his best,
tough
but it'll be
putt.
quickly forgotten, Frank, if he's able to get out of here with his par.
Well, you might forget it. I won't. Far from his best.
Oh my God.
Didn't trust the
Another
lead
ball
there.
back to
That's gonna
even.
cost him.
GTA 6 next year.
that one finished off. It is a bogey here at 4.
2 birds, 2 bogeys.
And that's going to move him back down to even par. Now to the par 5 fifth hole. Cut it over the ridge here, Frank?
Well, if you can, if you dare. And there is actually a stream here. I know we're in the middle of a desert, but if you can clear that stream, that's the main thing. This is a crazy looking tee shot because it looks like you want to go down that left, down that canyon area, but if you don't know the exact distance you fly the ball, then you're going to be in lots and lots of problems. Those collection of 3 bunkers down the right side, as long as you can avoid that, then that second shot to this par 5, that's not overly long, it's just under 500 yards, is certainly reachable. Second shot will play uphill to a elevated green with, once again, 3 different levels.
Yeah, it looks good. I'm going to be playing GTA 5 on the PS5 soon, so stay tuned for that. Probably not today. Maybe tomorrow. Oh, look at that curve. It's a good shot. On in 2, putting eagle. Okay. It's going to roll all the way off, though. I have to buy most of my games on the PS5. I have the Xbox One, not the Series X yet.
Has to be thrilled with that second shot here to the par 5, Frank.
But I can't stream my Xbox One on
it did well just
YouTube.
to advance the ball so far
Only on
down
Twitch.
the fairway. And now a fairly straightforward third shot.
Get up. Release.
Okay, on the green, but that's going to leave a putt that will get your attention.
It's not that hard. Doesn't look that hard. So I'll probably get
yes,
GTA 6 on the PS5.
It is in for a birdie. Will certainly help the cause. Next up, 447-yard, par 4 6th. If you hit driver off the tee, be mindful of the creek that traverses the fairway, and the approach plays longer than the yardage as it climbs uphill to a really difficult green.
Sit down.
Oh, this is heading left, and it may need to stop quickly.
Go. Oh, God.
Wow, had some hope for just a second there. Thought maybe it would hang up and stay dry, but too bad. That one trickles into the water.
Go birdie and then bogey. Third shot. Get close. Get up. It's not a bad leave. Sit. No, it's going to roll down. It's like a 2-tier green.
This one's tracking on a very good line. Look out.
Get in. Oh,
That is so
what a
well
putt.
done. That somehow is in to save par. And he'll remain in red figures at 1 under. Well, everybody loves the short par 4. And here we have one, Frank, just 302 yards, the 7th hole.
And this hole is anything other than straightforward, Rich. Huge drop off at the front of the screen that is surrounded by water. So it's going to be a layup off the tee, really, to try and get the right yardage. This green is very, it's not very deep, but it's extremely wide. The hardest thing is to try and get a flat lie with whatever club you decide to hit off the tee and get the right yardage. Otherwise, that green actually might be a little elusive, even though this is a very short hole.
So after that bomb of a drive, this his second to the par 4.
I can't go full. I should go full on those. So chipping is horrible.
Well done. That's in for par here at 7.
Oh, yeah.
He'll remain
Still 1 under.
at 1 under par. Par 3/8, 248 yards down to the green. What a hole.
Yeah, maybe you put your 2 hands together, make a little prayer. You might make 2, but make 3 here and run to the next tee. This is it's just a gorgeous par 3, but it is tough. Every bit as tough as what it is pretty, as a matter of fact.
Sit, 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 sit. Don't go long. Right there. Yeah, that'll play. Yeah,
that was obviously well struck, but it came in a little too hot, and that one's going to run out and leave him a much longer birdie putt than he would have hoped for.
Not enough break.
Will that stop? Yes, that was not easy down the slope, but that's pretty well done. Okay, safely in for his par. And he'll stay right where he is. Stepping up to the shot here at the 9th, it's a par 4, 390 yards.
It is anything other than straight off the tee because of all these sort of undulations and curvature on the fairway. You'd think well bunkered, but the last bunker on the right side there, longer hitters, they can nearly fly that, just over 300 yards. Either that, shorter hitter just play to that fat area of the green. That'll be sort of some, 270 yards. That will take all the water out of play.
Going right
into a green that slopes back at you. So very
Go
good
hard.
chance, even with a wedge in hand, to get the ball close. A good way to finish the front 9.
Wayward from the tee, and this one is headed for the rough, Frank.
I'm going to try to put it over here. Get up.
Always a good
look
shot
at it.
in the rough, but now a chance for a birdie. So that's a good approach shot.
Let's bring in Nota Begay III for a look at birdie.
Tough to see any break in this, maybe slightly to the right, putting back up the hill, so got to keep up the speed.
Got it there, but not quite on target.
Still 1 under.
For par at the 9th.
Not bad.
Yeah, that will mean it's
Getting
a
better.
9 score of 35, 1 under par. There's a lot happening on this par 4 10th at 472 yards, though it is one of the few flat tee shots here at Wolf Creek. You can see there are bunkers and a lake on the left and then the brush on the right. So you want to get this ball in play. That's important.
It's going left.
The wind starting to push this one a little left.
Get up. Oh, okay, they'll play.
While there's good bounces, there's bad bounces. That was a good one.
Wind coming from his right as he gets set for his second.
All right, this is gonna run it up there. No, going left. Gotta get down.
Well, had a good look at the green, but couldn't cash it in. In the rough now, wondering what might have been.
Oh, too much. Come on back. Anything? Nope. That's going to be a tough putt.
Oh,
Wow.
yeah, nothing easy about that one, but that slides in for par. And he'll remain right where he is. Now at the par 3 11th, and though it is 215 yards, you can see with that elevated tee, it doesn't play quite as long as you're coming downhill. You certainly don't want to miss it left here.
What's that, a 5-iron? Curve. Cut. Sit. Oh my gosh.
A little too much spice on that one. That flies the green, and he'll be chipping out of the rough. Now a second to this par 3.
Night.
Well, Frank, this is a case where a par is going to feel like an eagle if he's able to get this done.
If he can just make it, just make this putt, then just like run to the next tee.
I'm going to try to make it. It's good. Oh.
That is well read. A terrific putt there to save par. And he'll stay right where he is. Frank, the par 5 12th is another case of a hole where you see that Wolf Creek Golf Club can actually be kind of scary, daunting. You look out at the desert mountains, and then you add in some water, which we have here on the left, and you can go for some big numbers here if you're not careful.
Well, this is where the Wolf and the Creek can take a bite out of you. You hit it left off the tee, then you're certainly going to start to rack up a number. There's enough fairway down the right, but once again, if you hit a good drive and this hole is reachable for you, then you've got to worry about the water, which is to the right of this green. 5 wouldn't be the worst score you could make around here, that's for sure. I've seen 6s and 7s.
Go hard. It's not a bad shot.
That's what he wanted to do. After the tee shot, puts himself in really good position here on the par 5. Straightforward pitch shot here, 35 yards.
Ooh.
Okay, it's not stone dead, but that's not too bad.
Make this. Nope. No break.
Pretty good read there. Definitely good speed, and it just skips a foot or so by. That one safely in. It's a par here at 12. And he'll remain right where he is. 13th hole here at Wolf Creek, and Frank, anyone can say, oh, I'm going to take this one over the trees. But very few can stand up and say, I'm flying this baby clear over the mountains.
Yeah, if you take the
Where's
direct
the hole?
route, obviously it's going to be much shorter than the 350 yards that it's measured as a dogleg right. So the direct line, well, I don't want to tell you the exact yardage because it might give you too much of a clue, but it might be worth taking. It's going to be a blind tee shot, though, and you're not quite sure on the outcome.
I'm going to go this way. Sit. Sit. Sit.
And no issues there. Good tee
Whoa,
shot in the
that was
short
close.
grass. Noticeable breeze coming right to left as he eyes his second.
Go. Release.
That's a head scratcher. That approach shot from relatively close in. I would have been looking at 10 to 15 feet.
Nope, that was never going to climb that hill, and he has left himself a tester coming up. And this will be a 5-foot putt here. Well judged. That is in for par here at 13. And he'll stay right where he is. Here we are at one of the most photographed holes at Wolf Creek. 444-yard, par 4 14th, sweeping dogleg left. Avoid the 6 bunkers hugging the left side of the fairway and enjoy the view.
This is going to be a tough one to par. Gotta go hard. Okay, they're there.
It might be in the rough, but that was absolutely crushed.
Not a big issue, though it is in the rough. Should have a go at this one. Second shot now, 14th hole.
Go hard.
Well, that's a good shot out of the rough. I know the ball's just gone, what, that 10, 15 feet past the flag, but really couldn't afford to mess with the front of the green.
Nice smooth putt. Get in. Oh,
No, I think he was about ready to walk that in. That looked on target the whole way. No issues there. It is a par here at 14.
4 to play.
And he'll remain right where he is. Don't you just love a really short par 3? This 15th is only 125 yards. Maybe grip down on a wedge, clip it just perfectly, stuff it in there close and make it 2.
All right, let's see. Downhill. 54-degree wedge. It's on the green, but that's going to be a long putt.
Safely on the putting surface. This one's going to need to carry some pace with it. A long one for birdie. Back up the slope.
I feel like this one goes the other way.
Yeah, that's a little more uphill than you think, and that's going to come up a bit short.
Puts me back to even.
Going down, but I do believe it's going to stay out. He'll go ahead and finish that off. It's in for his bogey. And he's going to fall out of red figures, back down to even par. Now to the 16th hole as we get set for the finishing stretch. And Frank, what's the best way to play this relatively short par 4?
Somehow you've got to straighten the hole up in your mind's eye, Rich. Just look all the way across that canyon and look like the hole was built straight, because really that's the way it should be played. If you start looking left and turning it into a dog leg, then all of a sudden bad things can happen. So look straight at the green. That's your line. Just try and bisect those 2 fairway bunkers. With that breeze coming off the left, that was an excellent tee shot. Held it up against the breeze.
Now Noda, his second from the fairway.
Looking good. 109 left to the hole. Player has to contend with this left to right breeze.
Go hard.
This is the sand wedge. Has gotten a lot of this one, and it's going to be just a fraction long.
It was a good shot coming in here. I know it's a little long, but still inside that 10 foot and even money, really, to make birdie.
Oh.
Nope, I could have erased the bogey from the previous hole, but no dice there.
Oh, well.
Okay, that'll be a par here at 16, and he'll stay at level par. This is a terrific hole right here at Wolf Creek. All the risk reward you want in a great par 5. The 17th is 562 yards. If you can bomb your drive, it goes all the way down the hill. That'll give you a chance to get home in 2. But if not, beware, that ball could come back into the lake. Nothing to fault there. Safely in the fairway.
Five iron. Sit. Right there. Stay. That's a good shot.
Got every bit of that, threw it all the way there and got it to stop. Home in 2 on the par 5. From 14 feet away. Good look at Eagle.
Nope.
That one just gonna sneak on by.
Take the bird.
Nicely done. Birdie finished off here at 17. And he'll need a miracle finish here. 2 back with just the 18th hole remaining. Now the closing hole here at Wolf Creek. Frank, what's ahead of us?
You could try and drive at this green, but there's too much trouble, really, Rich. Even though this hole's just over 300 yards, it's very ambitious to try and drive it across that water. Some might try. Most people try and hit a tee shot 240, 250 yard mark, and of course, if you do the maths, you're only going to have 60 or 70 yards in, and well, they want you to finish on a good note. So good drive in the fairway here, or a 3-wood, pitch it on the green, make a 3, and buy your friends a drink in the clubhouse.
A little over 80 yards here as he gets set for his second.
Get up. Right there is good. No. How would that come all the way back?
Well, the ball is on the green. That's about all I can say with that. With a short wedge in hand, you'd expect that certainly be much closer than that.
Yeah, and putts this long, so hard to gauge the speed. And that's maybe about what you'd expect. Yeah, that's a good putt. It is in
1 under, not bad.
Here at 18. And that will finish off a 1 under round of 71. Frank, that's one of the drawbacks of these one-round tournaments. You don't have time to ease into the swing of things, and this is going to be an out-of-contention finish.
Yeah, I think the one-dayers are sort of fun, though, aren't they? Because if you play great, hey, it's done. And